On our farm, we use a couple different styles of bins. We've got flat bottom bins over there, 2 old wooden grain bins that we don't use anymore, and then hopper bottom bins. We prefer to use hopper bottom bins because we have the ability of putting aeration fans in them on the tubes right there, and then you can turn the fan on and it blows air through the grain to blow out moisture, or if you put it in a little bit tough, it'll blow it out and blow that heat out and blow the moisture out. They're also way easier to unload, as you just have to put the auger or the conveyor underneath them right there, and then you open the gate underneath the bin, pushing on this, and that's how you clean them out. To help clean them out, you push on it on the hopper, and then all the stuff that's sitting on the hopper comes out. Then you just close the lid and you're done. On flat bottom bins, they're a lot less enjoyable to unload out of, because you gotta actually put the auger inside of the bin, and then when it gets low enough, you gotta use the grain back. As you can tell, they are not fun and enjoyable to use. Once you get low enough, you've got to use the grain back to clean them out so that you don't leave it behind. And then it's a lot less common, but you can put aeration fans on flat bottom bins. It's not very common up here anyway, and it's not that much fun to use. These bins don't have ladders on them, so you gotta put a ladder up to the roof, climb up the ribs in order to get to the top to see how much grain you've got in the bin, or whatever you need to do. In order to open the bin, come around the back, and then there will usually be a rope. In this case, it's broken off on these bins. So then, go to a different bin. You pull on this rope that has hooks on the side of the bin. You go up to the top, you pull down on it, and it opens the lid. And then you would tie it off on the leg of the hopper here in order to keep it open. And when you're done filling the bin, you undo the knot, and the lid closes. In this case, the lid did not close, so I don't have to climb up and close it. So, if you're using an auger to unload, you got to have a hopper to put on the end of the auger underneath the bin, so that you don't make a mess under the bin. This is an example of an auger that you could unload the bin with. It's an 8-inch, 42-foot auger made by Sekundiak. We don't use it anymore. It just sits here in case we need it. Aeration fans, they just run off of 220 power. You can plug it into cords on the side of your machine shed, or have a generator or something. Hoppers are nice because you can use conveyors to unload them, which is a lot easier on the grain. A lot safer to use a conveyor over an auger because you have way lower risk of hurting yourself. And so, yeah, you use the conveyor to load your truck, and then bang on the hopper and your bin's empty.